Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today we're talking about a very particular SANS. This SANS is quite famous in the community and is often seen, but the curious thing is that almost no one knows that he exists. This SANS is Infected SANS. Now, some of you might be confused. Infected is quite popular, and almost everyone knows who he is. Too bad I'm not referring to the one from Alpha Tale. I am referring to the Infected created in February 2016 by Xenomphicdragon. This sounds maybe familiar to many. It's virus for O for Jack, isn't it? Well, no. This character and virus for OFA have nothing in common and are completely unrelated. In fact, the designs are similar by mere coincidence. But it's time to move on to talking about our character. Infected, and not infected virus as everyone believes, is part of an AU, which we will call the Virus AU. Created by Xenomphicdragon on February 2, 2016, it is the virus counterpart of the AU known as Cybercore. The SANS of the AU known as V will be the one that introduces us to the AU. V was a SANS permanently stuck in a genocide run by the fallen human. Time and time again, he tried to beat this child at their own game, seeking to gain determination to outpower the childs to take control back from them. The more this cycle went, however, the more unstable the world got, which attracted the attention of corrupted data, like viruses for example. But one day, yet another world reset crashed the game, thus causing corrupted data to enter the AU. With SANS being the only living character there, he became a target of a World Eater virus, making him its host and transforming him from his regular character coding to that of one with viral needs. In this story, there is another very important AU, Cybercore, who fight against and inevitably enter war with the viruses. Cybercore is an AU whose role is to keep viruses under control, like an antivirus software. Their main purpose is to fight back and evolve themselves to keep ahead of the deadly threats of the multiverse they protect. AU members scan the multiverse, analyze viruses to improve their defenses against viruses. The headmaster of this AU is Gaster, who delegates tasks and missions to the lower departments. He is also the main creator of the top-of-the-line antiviral frontrunners, SANS, with very high attack and speed but low defense, and Papyrus, with very high defense, sturdy and steadfast but has less speed. The plot would therefore have developed through this AU that destroys viruses, including V. Cybercore SANS' task was to scan for and clean up worldly damages of that sector that day of VS World crashing as bad as it did. However, he's slacking. Laid-back habits caused him to not put any priority in that task, as usually nothing remains behind such breaks for viruses to infect. Because of this, VS birth as a virus had begun, and gave him time to recuperate and learn his new abilities. The story should have ended with Cybercore AU winning the war, but a lot of damages to the multiverse would be left for them to repair. Cyber SANS would finally eliminate V, while Cybergaster would defeat Virus Gaster, even though it would be clear if Virus Gaster actually dies or not. V data would remain, which Cyber SANS could use, making the choice to correct his first mistake. He'd take time to recreate V as an antivirus. So, let's move on to power scaling. How strong is our dear Infected? Well, as we have seen, there are not some feats that we can use to scale the character, but there are a couple of interesting statements from the author. The first is about the World Eater I mentioned earlier. Who is he? Well, a devourer of worlds. The author didn't really specify what that means, and I didn't dare delve into it, but from the way the author talked about it, I'm more inclined to treat these worlds that Infected devours as entire AUS, which would make him Universal Plus. Regarding speed, however, the author said something very interesting. Cybercore retail characters are as fast as data, which means that all Cybercore retail characters travel at the speed of light, and with them also Infected. To conclude this short section, then, Infected scales from planetary to Universal Plus with speed equal to light, which is impressive, But being that infected is not the strongest being of this AU, let's talk about Virus Gaster and Cybercore Gaster for a moment. Cybercore Gaster is stronger than infected, which should make Louis universal plus up to possibly low multiversal. Virus Gaster, on the other hand, who is the strongest being in the AU, is said to have the power to destroy the multiverse, albeit with difficulty, which would make it universal plus minimum to low multiversal to multiversal plus. That said, I thank everyone for watching.